Don't judge me.
No!
Only God can judge me.
Okay, who's the jerk?
Ever heard that before? It's become a sort of lighthearted comeback for someone who might have ate that 5th piece of pizza or ordered a milkshake with their salad and Diet Coke. Don't judge me. But judging others, especially by Christians, is a super serious matter. It's not that we never judge one another. I've done another video about that. But when Christians judge those who aren't Christians, it's a serious offense that undermines the very movement that Jesus started. Look at what the Apostle Paul writes to the multi-ethnic, multilingual, and super diverse socioeconomic large city at Corinth, 1 Corinthians 5. I wrote to you in my letter not to associate with sexually immoral people, not at all meaning the people of this world who are immoral, or the greedy and swindlers or idolaters. In that case, you would have to leave this world. But now I am writing to you that you must not associate with anyone who claims to be a brother or sister, but is sexually immoral or greedy, an idolater or slanderer, a drunkard or swindler. Do not even eat with such people. What business is it of mine to judge those outside the church? Are you not to judge those inside? God will judge those outside. Expel the wicked person from among you. The author is so clear. Believers don't judge people who aren't believers. So if you're not a follower of Christ, you're not obligated to behave like us. You get a pass. For Christians to apply their standard on you is foolish. But sadly, that's happened over and over again. On behalf of Christ followers everywhere, please accept our apologies. That's not the way it's supposed to go down. But listen, if you're doing something that can seriously harm you, doesn't it make sense that someone would call you out on that, regardless of their faith? If you're making decisions and living a lifestyle that would destroy you and those around you, wouldn't it make sense that someone you love would try to help you? If you're addicted to heroin, if you're sleeping around unprotected with anyone who will participate with you, if you're abusive to yourself or others, doesn't it make sense that someone would reach out to you to help? Here's the challenge for you who aren't believers. When you're harming yourself and maybe others around you, sometimes, not always, but sometimes those who confront you are Christians. And your go-to response is, don't judge me, you holier-than-thou Bible thumper. You're not my judge. Stop being so judgmental. You know what that is? That's a cop-out. You're deflecting the real issue. It's not our faith that's your problem. It's your destructive behavior. And your friends should call you out, not to be jerks, but because they love you and care about you. But if you're a believer and you're holding other people to a standard that they haven't signed up for, you have no right to judge those who don't believe like you do. The scripture teaches it's okay to hang out with those who believe and live differently than you do. In fact, it's encouraged. However, if you claim to be a Christian and you're in the middle of obvious sin, don't hide behind the don't judge me thing. It's one thing to be a struggling sinner trying to get help. It's quite another for a Christian to be a blatant disobeyer. But rest assured, believers can and should judge other believers. However, the goal is to restore, not condemn. Galatians 6:1 says, brothers and sisters, if anyone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. But watch yourselves, or you also may be tempted. See, when an authentic and well-intentioned believer graciously and humbly confronts another believer with the intention to love them and restore them, that's a good thing. There is a right and a wrong way to confront. It's really a judgment call. Make the decision today to humbly and graciously love believers who sin, to restore them and help them. And believers, listen, never judge those outside the faith with rules and principles that you live by, other than common sense stupidity that involves their health or safety. Now you know. Until next time.